What's up, beauties? It's Brandy and I'm coming on today with the long-awaited hair color video. So many of you guys have been asking me, when am I doing a video talking about this color? I had so many other videos scheduled between before I got my hair colored to now, so I just was trying to figure out what time am I going to be able to sit down and actually give you guys an in-depth video about this hair color, and today is the day. So basically this video is just going to be a rundown of what I had done to my hair, and also just talking about some tips on what I'm going to be doing to try to preserve this gorgeous color. So if you guys are interested in hearing more about my hair color, then just keep on watching. So my stylist that I've been going to for the past few years, her name is Ngina Thomas. She is located in the Washington, D.C. area. She's on Georgia Avenue in Northwest D.C. near Howard University, my alma mater. So if you guys are in this area, you can definitely check her out. I will leave all of her information in the description box below in terms of her address, phone number, and her website. She has a great website. The name of her salon is Studio Chique, and they have all of the pricings and even photographs of other ladies whose hair she's done, just so you can see what her work is and to see that she's actually very talented. Now through this video I will be showing pictures, annotating stuff, so you guys can understand what it is I'm talking about in terms of the color process. So just getting that out of the way about my stylist. If you guys want to contact her and things like that, just check out the description box below. So I had already decided on the type of color that I wanted, and as always I have color inspirations and pictures and stuff like that, because I always want to give my stylist kind of a reference to go by instead of just telling them yeah, I want a red color, yeah, I want a burgundy color, and they not know exactly what it is I'm wanting. So I always have pictures and things like that. So when preparing my hair before going in, I did have a consultation with Ngina again. I love that about her. She's always big on doing consultations, just so both you and the stylist are on the same page before you even come in for the day of color. So I went and saw her really quickly the day before, and she basically said that she could give me what it is that I wanted, which is what you see here, and her pricings are very, very affordable. That's what I'm always stressing. I'm always recommending her to people because I feel they're really affordable in comparison to the other the other salons in this area. I went in for the consultation. She talked to me about what it is she would do in order for me to achieve the color. We talked a little bit about kind of permanent color versus semi-permanent, and I also told her, thinking ahead, I knew I wanted to switch up my color when it gets to be warmer. So already thinking ahead before she even does this color process, I'm am I going to be able to easily switch up and go back to my signature blonde that I always have? And so she assured me yes, she would be able to do that. And also a concern of mine was the fact that red color in your hair bleeds non-stop, and it's also really, really easy to fade out of your hair. So I didn't want to waste my time getting this color for it to only last a month or two, and then I'm back to a brownish color. So we talked all about the pros and cons and things like that. So when I left from my consultation, I felt very confident that she could give me what it is that I wanted. So the night before I was going in for my actual color processing, I shampooed my hair kind of to get all of that gunk and other products from the week and all of that off, because I wanted to start with a clean slate. I also deep conditioned my hair and did kind of a light protein treatment. So I used the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Mask. I will leave all of the products that I talk about in this video in the description box as well. So I used that on my hair, left it on for about 30 minutes, and then rinsed it out. And to prepare my hair, I just put 2 chunky braids in it, put a little bit of leave-in on my hair, and let it air dry overnight. That's one thing that I would definitely recommend if you're going to get color and you have naturally curly hair and it's huge, really huge like mine and thick. You want to make sure you have your hair in a stretched state when you go in to see a stylist, because you don't want to spend a whole bunch of extra money, because if you have tons and tons of thick hair, it's gonna take extra product, especially if your hair is in its curly state. And also, you don't want the stylist to have to go through and dry detangle your hair or even wash your hair and blow it out, because that's going to be extra expense to you. Getting into the actual color processing itself, basically I'm going to show you guys a picture of what it is that my hair started out as, because that's what you want to be aware of. I know everyone's been asking me like, what did you use on your hair? What color did you use? And all of that good stuff. But it really doesn't matter the exact color that I used on my hair, because that might not be what you would need to use for your actual hair. Like if you're virgin to hair coloring and all of that, then you're not going to go through the exact same process that I went through. Yours is probably going to be a little more extensive and intense because your hair isn't already lightened like mine was. So you always want to remember that just someone telling you what it is that they use, that's not really enough information, because you also have to consider where your hair is at the time before you take on a color process. I had previously gotten color done with Ngina, and mostly my ends were still bleach from that processing. Mostly all of this was my natural hair color, and then you also had like a lighter brown color here, and then on the very tips was like a really light and blonde color. So with that being the case, Ngina basically went in first with lightening. So she lightened all of my hair from like an inch from my roots all the way down to where the really like bright blonde was, and she left that on, the lightener on, for probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and then went in a second time and put the lightener on my ends of my hair. So she left the lightener on the ends probably like about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, and then rinsed it off. Some pictures, because my cousin did snap a few pictures of what my hair looked like before we went into the red, and it was like a lighter color, but I wouldn't say it was like bleach blonde or anything like that. And I did feel my hair in between that time, and it did feel really dry. And at that time I was like kind of regretting it a little bit, which I never regret getting color, but at that moment I was like, my hair feels really dry right now, and we're about to put color on top of this. I'm just praying that my curls are going to be okay and that my hair is going to pop back. So we went ahead with the color process. I cannot remember off the top of my head what the name of the color was that she put on, this burgundy color, but I will try to contact her and see if she can tell me what it was. She put that all over my hair and then probably let that sit for maybe 30-45 minutes as well, and she put shower caps or like processing caps on top of it at that point. She did not sit me under the dryer, which I thought was different because I expected her to do that. So after she finished doing the red processing, we looked at it and I looked at my roots. They were kind of like almost the same color as this, but maybe like a tinge darker, and I didn't really like that too much. So what she did is she went back in with like a brown color that was similar to my natural hair color, and she just put that basically on an inch of my roots all the way down. So that's all the dark part that you see here. This is all like similar to my natural hair color, but it still has kind of like a burgundy tint to it. So it blends in perfectly with the rest of the hair color. So she did that and left that on maybe like 10 minutes. It definitely was not a long time at all. I literally sat at the shampoo bowl while it was processing. And then she rinsed it out of my hair, set me under her steamer like she always does, just so your hair can be replenished with all of those, you know, moisturizing properties and things like that. And then I always leave the shop with my hair still wet, so I just pulled it back in a bun, planning on styling it when I got home. So I went back into my stash and used the same Jamaican black castor oil. I used the same Jamaican black castor oil from Shea Moisture, the Masque, and then also combined that with the Shea Moisture Manuka honey, which is really moisturizing, and I always love to use that. So I mixed the two of those together and basically made a cocktail for my hair that was good at moisturizing and strengthening my hair, and my hair felt amazing after that. My curls were springy, everything was just falling into place and coming back to life, and I was loving my color even more. Then went ahead and styled my hair in a wash and go because it was kind of late at night. I am a person who normally on a regular week washes my hair probably like 2 to 3 times, and that's just way too much for me to have hair color, and it's definitely not gonna last that long if I continue to do that. So that's one thing that I have changed already in my regimen, is not washing my hair as frequently. I'm trying to kind of limit it to only once a week, and what I will do in between that week, like if I have a wash and go, wear it 4 days and I'm tired of it, I'll just lightly spritz my hair and then maybe transition the wash and go into a twist out, a braid out, do a bun, an updo, like something different, just so I'm not washing my hair so frequently for the color to keep fading. Also, I was told by a stylist that I spoke with when I wanted to get this color done that I could use a product from Aveda. Basically what it's supposed to do, it deposits color onto your hair each time you use the product. They do have a shampoo and a conditioner, but I opted to just get the conditioner because I love my sulfate-free Shea Moisture shampoos and things like that. And I love my co-washes, which are all color safe, so I didn't feel the need to have to get the shampoo too. So I just used the conditioner. I bought a bottle of that and I have been using that and it has been helping a lot. You definitely don't want to co-wash with it, and you definitely don't want to just use that as your sole conditioner or a deep conditioner, because for me it left my hair a little bit dry, so I always have to follow up with a deep conditioner after I use that. One thing about that I was kind of hesitant about trying it for was because I thought it was going to change the color red that I have, or the tint of red that I have in my hair, and it actually has not. And I was assured by the stylist that it would not change the color that you have. It's just going to keep it where it's looking vibrant, just like the color that you originally started with. All of these things combined will definitely help me preserve the color a lot better. Now, if any of you guys have had, you know, red hair before and you have any tips on how else I can make it, you know, last a lot longer, leave those in the comment section below for me. If you have any questions about the color process, something that wasn't clear in this video, feel free to leave that in the comment section below as well. If you enjoyed this video and you are waiting for this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up to show your girl some love. If you aren't a subscriber, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the family as always. And until next time, I will see all of you beauties later. Bye.